Linear thinking is a structured and sequential approach to problem solving and decision making. The process is logical and straightforward, but it has major limitations. One main drawback of linear thinking is its tendency to be rigid and inflexible, often leading to solutions that are predictable and constrained by existing norms. In other words, kind of boring. It may also struggle to address complex and novel challenges that require thinking outside of the box. As the world becomes more interconnected and dynamic, the need for more adaptive and innovative thinking approaches, such as lateral thinking, becomes increasingly evident. So let's talk about lateral thinking, which is non-linear. It's non-linear, it's creative, and it's out-of-the-box thinking that encourages exploring unconventional solutions to problems. Unlike the more step-by-step approach of linear thinking, lateral thinking involves looking at challenges from multiple angles, so it's more nuanced. The term lateral thinking was coined by Edward de Bono, a Maltese psychologist, physician, and author in the late 1960s. He believed that traditional thinking methods, which he termed vertical thinking, often trap individuals within existing mental frameworks, limiting their ability to explore alternative perspectives and discover truly creative solutions. So let's talk about the fundamental principles of lateral thinking. Provocation. Lateral thinking involves deliberately challenging assumptions and conventional wisdom. By intentionally disrupting the usual thought process, individuals can unearth new perspectives and ideas that might have been overlooked otherwise. Random entry. This principle encourages entering the problem-solving process from unexpected starting points. By introducing unrelated or random elements, lateral thinkers can trigger fresh connections and ideas that may lead to innovative solutions. What-if questions. Lateral thinking involves asking what-if questions to explore hypothetical scenarios and possibilities. By considering alternative realities, you can break free from limitations and consider unconventional solutions. Conceptual blending. Lateral thinking involves combining ideas or concepts from different domains to create novel solutions. This principle encourages borrowing insights from unrelated fields and applying them to the current problem at hand. Challenge dominant patterns. Lateral thinking challenges dominant patterns of thinking and behavior. By questioning established norms and assumptions, you can identify opportunities for improvement and creativity. Multiple options. Instead of settling for a single solution, lateral thinking encourages generating multiple potential solutions to a problem. This approach broadens the range of possibilities and fosters creative thinking. Focus on movement. Lateral thinking focuses on generating movement towards a solution rather than searching for the perfect answer from the outset. Iterative exploration and refinement are essential elements of the process. Parallel thinking. Parallel thinking is a lateral thinking tool that involves exploring multiple perspectives simultaneously. Instead of traditional debate and argumentation, lateral thinkers use parallel thinking to consider ideas from different viewpoints in a constructive and cooperative manner. So let's look at some examples of lateral thinking in history. Archimedes' principle. The ancient Greek mathematician Archimedes discovered his famous principle while taking a bath. When he noticed the water level rise as he immersed himself in the tub, he had a lateral thinking moment. He realized that the volume of water displaced could be used to measure the volume of irregularly shaped objects, leading to the principle now known as Archimedes' principle. Gutenberg's printing press. Johannes Gutenberg's invention of the printing press in the 15th century revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge. By combining movable type from coin-punching technology, Gutenberg came up with a novel way to print books, allowing for mass production and significantly reducing the cost of producing written material. Now, if we look at examples of lateral thinking in more contemporary scenarios, we have Airbnb. Airbnb disrupted the traditional hotel industry by applying lateral thinking. Rather than building hotels, the founders thought of utilizing existing empty spaces in people's homes and apartments as accommodation for travelers. This lateral approach gave rise to a unique and innovative business model that transformed the travel industry. Google's 20% time. Google's practice of allowing employees to spend 20% of their work time on personal projects is an example of lateral thinking within the corporate world. This policy has led to the development of some of Google's most successful products, such as Gmail, Google Maps, and AdSense. Folding smart Smartphones. The development of folding smartphones by companies like Samsung and Huawei showcases lateral thinking in the tech industry. By combining the functionality of a smartphone and a tablet in a single device, these companies introduced a fresh and innovative form factor. Here are some practical strategies to help individuals develop and enhance their lateral thinking abilities. Brainstorming sessions. Organize regular brainstorming sessions where participants are encouraged to generate as many ideas as possible without judgment or criticism. This helps in loosening up mental constraints and promotes creative thinking. Random word association. Practice making random associations between unrelated words. Take a word and try and connect it to a problem or idea you're working on. This exercise encourages making unexpected connections, fostering lateral thinking. Reverse thinking. Challenge yourself to look at a problem from the opposite perspective. Explore how reverse assumptions or goals might lead to new insights and solutions. Analogies and metaphors. Use analogies and metaphors to explain a concept or problem. Associating it with something seemingly unrelated can spark new ways of thinking about the issue. Mind mapping. Create mind maps to visually represent ideas and their connections. Mind maps encourage non-linear thinking and help explore different dimensions of a problem. Cross-disciplinary learning. Explore subjects and fields outside of your expertise or comfort zone. Learning about unrelated topics can provide fresh insights and inspire innovative ideas. Constraints as catalysts. Instead of seeing constraints as limitations, view them as opportunities for creative problem solving. Embrace limitations and explore unconventional ways to work within them. Keep a creative journal. Maintain a journal to jot down ideas, observations, and inspirations. This helps capture and refine thoughts, making them easier to revisit and expand upon. Celebrate failure. Encourage a culture that sees failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. This fosters risk-taking and creativity. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can gradually develop and strengthen your lateral thinking skills, leading to more innovative problem-solving and creative decision-making.